Get to hear somebody else's point of view of their journey. You've heard lots of my stories, so it's wonderful. All right, so the next person is going to talk a little bit about handling change and coming to listen to her inner voice about that. And so I'd like to invite up Afton.
All right, Afton.
Okay, so Jesse and Becky both went a little bit over, so. we need to be specific. Come on. That's all right. We're captivated by the story, so it's all right.
This is a tough act to follow.
It's yours is unique.
It's a nice view from up here, I'll tell you. This is great. You're blessed to see this episode.
I am. I certainly am.
So my story began just this year. And two things that you may not know about me. I'm a vagabond at heart. I have been from the very beginning. I lived with 5 families by the time I was a year old. And I have moved more than 20 times. So, and I love it. I love the process of sorting and organizing and putting things in a new spot and starting over. So moving is to me, and I help a lot of friends when it's time for them to move, and it's greater than a day at Disneyland for me. Up until 2014. I was in a beautiful home that I really, really enjoyed living in. And it was just perfect, and I thought that I was there for my lifetime. I just expected that I was going to be there, and this was it. I wasn't going to have to move anymore. But situations change, and I got a 6-week notice. What? I was in so much fear, I was just paralyzed. And for 2 weeks, I didn't do anything. Except I did come to church, and I got a lot of support from my friends who kept saying, you know what, Afton, it's all going to work out. It's going to be okay. And somewhere in my heart, I knew that. But my head didn't know that. My head was in fear, which is false evidence appearing real. I'm never going to find a place. I'm not going to find a place as nice as this. I'm not going to like it as much as I like this. It's going to cost me more than what this is costing me. How am I going to do that every month? So anyways, I didn't do anything about it. Then about 2 weeks after I got the notice, I woke up to this inner voice, audible inner voice that you hear about all the time, trust yourself, go within. So this voice said to me, okay, come on, get up. Today's the day we're going to go find your new home. Are you kidding me? But I decided to listen, and I got up and I went all around Whittier just looking for rent signs. And I looked at 6 places. Well, I wouldn't even take my dog there, and I don't even have a dog. So, but I knew I wasn't going to move it. So I'm mad. My voice has told me that today's the day, and I'm angry. It's the afternoon, and so I'm driving away from Whittier. This is it. Maybe it's not in Whittier. I had never thought of that. I've lived here for 40 some odd years. Who would think to go anywhere else? So I'm driving away, and I'm hearing this voice again, and she says, go to what you know. Huh? Go to what I know? What does that mean? What does that mean? No, not today. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I got up. I did what you asked me to do. I've looked at 6 homes. Go to what you know. Well, my daughter and I have an agreement that if you hear something 3 times, you take action on it. So that was only 2, so I'm still driving away. Finally, the 3rd time, go to what you know. All right, darn it, I'll go tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up my granddaughter from school. I'll take her. We'll come back to Whittier after I go get her, and we'll look then. No, you won't. No, you won't. You know you won't. Okay. So I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll get up. It'll be a fresh start. I'll do it tomorrow. No, you won't. You won't do it tomorrow. You need to go to what you know. U-turn back into Whittier, and I went to a place that I had signed up 4 years ago. And it was under construction, and there was no one there for me to talk to. I didn't see a single resident. The manager's office was closed. Well, that that was a stupid idea, you know. And then, no, wait a minute, you know one more. You know one more. And so I went over here to the towers, the Whittier Towers, and I walked in. It had been under construction for a full year, but now it's almost done. It was beautiful. I met the office manager. I met some residents that smiled, and how do you like living here? I love it. I love it. Even under all this construction, I enjoy it. I like it. I really like it. Okay. So I met the manager, and we just made an instant connection. Just a lovely lady. And I was telling her about how I got to find an apartment right away, and blah, blah, blah. And my name has been on this waiting list. They've called me twice. And both times I was in an ideal situation, so I said no. And so then 2 times when you're taken off the waiting list. I had been off the waiting list for almost a year. So I asked about the waiting list, figuring it'll be another 2 years. And she said, well, when this place was bought by a new company, that waiting, everybody was called on that waiting list. I remember you. I remember your name. You were called, and your name is off the waiting list. And we don't have a waiting list. We're filling up the building. We have, remember, this is the 23rd of December, and they had 1 room left at the end. I looked at it. It was beautiful, new carpeting, all new painting. So I went, what do I have to do? Well, you got to fill in all this paperwork, and you've got to get all this, all these forms and all this legal stuff. I didn't have time to do that. My next day was full. So I said I'd be back on Wednesday. Tuesday, a guy comes in, all his paperwork completed, because he had been through this process at another place, and the gal told me that she listened to her inner voice, and that was the exact words that she used, that she listened to her inner voice, and she knew that I was going to be back at 5 o'clock to, on Wednesday when I said I would. Now, she's not stupid, so she kept all his information, but she didn't let him have the place because she knew that I was coming in. So I've been there for 7 months now.
Yeah.
And I really, really like it. And I'm just as happy as all my friends said that I would be. It all worked out in the end. I got a new job, so that helps pay for the difference in the rent. So that's another one. So I just, it is through this philosophy that I have learned to listen to that inner voice. And we hear that message almost each week. Somewhere in Reverend Sean's terrific words are, just listen. And I am so glad. I do argue with her, but I do listen to her. And I do try to, most of the time, follow her direction. And I just feel so blessed because the universe has taken such good care of me. And I appreciate the love and the support that I get from everyone here. So thank you very much.
You never argue out loud, but I know. Now I know what's going on in there. All right, thank you. Wonderful. So one last person for today. Next time I think we'll do 3 instead of 4. One last person who's got a great story to talk to you about a health journey. So if you'll give some love to Javier.
Yeah, Javier.
Hey, ice cream cone.
Yes. Well, this is all new to me, talking to such a big crowd. I'd like to share with everybody this journey that I just recently went through. It involves cancer. And I was April 3rd last year, 2014. I'll never forget that date from now on. That I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And, as everybody knows, well, not everybody, but it's just once you find that out, your mind just races through with so many different thoughts. This cancer is going to take you away. How long do you have? How much time do you have left? And and you worry about your family and all your personal business. But with time, I guess after the first 2 weeks, of course, the doctors, they all want to do right away. They want to remove the cancer, which is, I guess that's the standard protocol nowadays.